Are you ready to create a life you crave? Let's spin that doom loop of negativity into an upward success cycle and start living lucky. Good morning, I'm Jana.
I'm Jason.
And we are living lucky. I hope you are too. I'm just going to do a little exercise right now, and I'm going to get in my spirit self because I have no idea what we're going to talk about. And so I'm just going to give it to God. And so here, I'm going to demonstrate how I do this, okay?
Let's do it.
You're going to think I'm a little crazy, but I literally take a deep breath, act like you're going down a slipper slide, ha! And when you get to the bottom, you giggle.
Laughter's good medicine.
Right? And now we're all just kind of in a, okay, who cares?
It's just kind of letting go.
It's letting go and letting God.
Yes.
Letting go and letting God. Wayne Dyer used to say that all the time. Letting go and letting God.
Yes, and so often we try to control everything. And when we try to control it all...
I'm like a puppeteer. I seriously sometimes feel like I try to be the puppeteer of not only myself, but then I try to be the puppeteer of my husband
That's a fact.
and my dog and my household and all of everything outside my house.
And when you try to be a puppeteer of all these things, you create these expectations that oftentimes can't be met because they are unexpressed expectations because you're trying to send those expectations through these imaginary strings.
Oh my gosh. I don't know about you guys, but I just had an aha moment, right? It's like I'm creating these imaginary strings that are on my hands and I'm trying to control everything. And if I just let go and stop trying to worry about all of these little details that I'm creating.
That's why we keep building into ourselves and keep doing the best that we can. And you say it all the time, when you show up as your full authentic self and show up with the best energy that you have, that's contagious. That rubs off and people show up differently for you.
And to have the confidence that we are imperfectly perfect. For the moment. We are imperfectly perfect for everything that we are experiencing right now in this moment. You know, my sister, Jeanette, who often watches or listens as she's driving to work. So Jeanette, pay attention to the road, but I know you're listening.
Quit looking at the radio right now.
She has this big event today where my sister is a kindergarten teacher. And for any kindergarten teachers out there, for any teachers out there, bless you all, because you are doing the work that is straight from God, really, right? But anyway, she has been working on this project all year along with the other teachers in her cohort, and they have literally made a song for Tulsa with their kindergartners, and it's such a great song. And as soon as they publish it,
that has to be a lot of work.
I know, but as soon as they publish it, I'll put it on here so that we can all hear it. It is so cute to hear little 5-year-olds start spelling Tulsa, Tulsa. And then the song is living in the 81. I don't know the area code. Yeah, whatever the area code is, but it's such a cute little song. And they made this song, and then along with the song, they actually have like this travel guide of driving on Route 66. And today is the day that they invite all the parents to come and see the big project that they've been working. And not only the parents, but they've invited the media. And I know it because it's become viral, and it's going to go, I'm kidding. I'm not kidding you. It's going to go international.
Good morning, America.
Yes. So I talked to my sister yesterday, and she said, I'm so nervous about what these 5-year-olds might say live on TV.
Well, it's been proven that kids say the darndest things.
Kids do say the darndest things.
And we run into that in the grocery store, in the malls, walking down the streets of the town.
I know.
You put a wheelchair and a kid together, and you never know.
I know. I think I might have told you guys, but I had a kid ask me once, or he came out and he said, "Hey, Jana, our Sunday school teacher told us that kids don't."
There's no wheelchairs in heaven.
There's no wheelchairs in heaven. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. Thank you for telling me that. And then he followed it up by saying, so does that mean you're going to hell? Anyway, yeah, you're right. Kids do say the darndest thing. But I told my sister yesterday, stop worrying. Stop worrying, because no matter what comes up, no matter what these kids say, you have to have the confidence that your experience is going to be able to handle no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And kids are imperfectly perfect, right?
Yeah. And it's adorable and it's funny anyway when a kid says it. Even if it is like, oh my gosh, I can't believe they said that. It's gonna be...
even when kids say naughty words, we all kind of go, ooh, don't laugh, don't laugh. And then that's what's funny, is because all the adults are going, don't react, because we don't want them to know we're totally laughing on the inside.
And because it kind of goes to show that we are a product of what we're around, and we're picking. So we're all watching everyone else, regardless of our age, and we are picking up habits and routines and little things that other people are doing all the time. Because as humans, we look at what other people are doing and we say, is that working for them? I will try that.
Okay, I love how Mindy has put it in an affirmation, and she says, my experience can handle, the comments just scrolled up. It says, she writes, my experience can handle whatever happens. Yes, 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 yes. Glennon Doyle, in her book Untamed, which I absolutely adore, she writes, I can do hard things. And you know why we know we can do hard things is because we look back and
we've done hard things.
We're here. We have a resume of doing hard things. So I can do hard things. My experience has brought me to this moment in my life. I can handle it.
And what that means is I am a champion today, and I will be a champion over whatever comes at me tomorrow, because I was a champion over whatever the hard things were before.
God will only give you what you can handle. And that is the truth. God will only give you what you can handle. And Mindy says it's one of my favorite books. It's only your favorite book until you read Jana Banana's book, which is coming out, and it's going to be oh so good. You guys are on the cusp of an author that is about to break through.
And then several years after that, I'll come out with a book.
Did you get a little tongue twisted?
I did, because it makes me nervous thinking about writing a book. I used to love to write.
Really?
Yeah, and then you stop doing something for a long time. And I'm sure someone told me that it was either I told myself or someone told me that can't make any money, or that's useless, or there's no point in writing. And so I said, I took it in. I said, you're right. But
that's a limiting belief.
I loved writing. I used to love writing poems, short stories, long stories.
Jason writes the best love letters too.
And I just stopped writing. I stopped writing altogether. I stopped journaling. I stopped doing it all. And it was...
You wrote me a pretty nice anniversary card, I will say. And I want to add this is, as we know with Glennon Doyle's book, the more you speak real, the more you just really give it all and
bear it.
Talk authentically, the good, the not so good, the stuff that you think, oh, nobody would be interested in that. We're interested, right? We're interested. And so you think that you have to have it perfectly on the paper. But to be honest with you, it's the imperfect stuff that resonates with us.
Because everyone sees perfect. And they're like,
Yeah.
I need to know. So I look at people and you see what you're looking at people. So I look at it like a jigsaw puzzle on the shelf in a store. And you look at the cover of the jigsaw puzzle and the box looks perfect. So you see the full picture on the outside. Mm-hmm. And that's what people look like, is the put together puzzle.
Yeah.
But on the inside, we all feel like we have a couple pieces that aren't put together. Some people are just completely all jumbled up inside. All their pieces are mixed up and they're going, I don't even know how to put something together so that I can get myself to work today or get myself together enough to take care of my family today. But they get up and do it because they see other people doing it. And they're really just feel like they're falling apart. And they're looking at everyone else going, they're a perfect piece of puzzle, or they're a perfect puzzle put together. And we're all imperfect puzzles because we know our full story, but everyone else sees us as that perfect puzzle.
I keep taking a breath, I don't want to cut your sentence off, but I keep wanting to talk.
We need to recognize that everyone has not missing pieces. We all have the pieces inside. Sometimes we need to just recognize that all the pieces are there. Sometimes we need help putting some pieces together.
I'll help you put your pieces together.
You help me put my pieces together.
I'm a really great puzzle aficionado. I can put any puzzle together. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of when. I have confidence.
It's a matter of time, perspective, the right questions. How am I looking at this?
I know.
How can I look at it differently?
I can solve any puzzle. It's just a matter of time. I want to get to Amy's comment here. She says, I have a couple of books in me, but finding the time to get them out and knowing where to begin is what holds me back. A limiting belief, of course. Okay. First of all, we can help you with that because I have faced the exact same thing. And every time I have gotten ready to write, for example, I've already written a whole first draft that I've pretty much torched in the fire pit because I thought it wasn't good enough. And I thought, who's going to want to read this? Because I don't think that this will help anyone.
There's all fantastic.
There's all sorts of limiting beliefs that can go on there. And so I've been facing that. And all we need to do, girl, is sit down and have a conversation. Secondly, I have found the perfect, and when I say perfect, this girl, Heather Lee is her name. She is a fantastic, phenomenal, spectacular writer. And she has come alongside me as my writing coach. And all she does is she keeps me
accountable
on task. And she is a bullshit eyeballer.
She's like,
she can spot.
Don't try to cancel an appointment.
But she can spot when you're starting to polish the turd. Do you know what I'm saying? She can say, you know what? I feel like you're going into facade mode. You're going into TV mode.
You're trying to show the perfect puzzle on the outside.
You're trying to show perfection when I know that's not really how it is.
You were broken on the inside on this.
Yes, and you're not really getting your true feelings out, and we can smell it. We can smell that you're not being real.
You're jumping over the broken, the healing, and you're jumping to the fixed part.
Yes.
And people need to know that you can get from the broken to the healing to the fixed part.
Yes.
Or to the newness.
Yes.
The whatever.
Yes. And Mindy, yes, you will get a signed copy. In fact, you're the first person to ask for a signed copy. And so I'm going to sign it now. Oh, to Mindy, my first signed copy. Okay, guys, this has been so much fun. Imperfectly perfect. Embrace our flossom, because that's what we are. We are full of flaws, and that is what makes us awesome. And sometimes we just need to let go of the control, give it to God. Let go and give it to God.
Amen.
Because when we show up in our spirit self, that's really when we have the most authentic energy. Have a great day. Share the light. Bye-bye.
If the idea of living lucky appeals to you, visit us at startlivinglucky.com.